In a remote village, where winding roads meet and the mountains intertwine with dark clouds, there was a mysterious train that passed along the old tracks stretching between the hills. Its whistle could be heard at midnight, loud and piercing, yet no one had ever seen it. The villagers spoke of a train that never stopped, a train that passed every night exactly at 12, continuing endlessly into the abyss of the night. Ethan, a young man working at the village's train station, had heard of the ghostly train since he was a child, but he always believed it was just an old tale, a myth passed down through generations. He loved hearing strange stories, but deep inside, he thought they were nothing more than legends. One night, as Ethan worked alone in the station, he began to feel something unusual. The sky was covered with thick clouds, and the wind howled through the trees, as though it were trying to warn him of something. At exactly midnight, the unmistakable sound of a train whistle pierced the night, but this time, it wasn't followed by the usual glow of its lights. Instead, the sound grew closer, louder, and more unsettling. Ethan stepped outside to investigate, opening the back door of the station and walking toward the tracks. When he reached the railway, he saw something he could hardly believe. The train was right in front of him, but it was completely dark, as if it was made of shadows. The carriages were full of abandoned seats, but the smoke pouring from the engine was thick and unnatural, as though the train itself was alive. Frozen in place, Ethan watched in silence as the train sped past him, moving at an unnatural speed, without slowing or stopping. But then something caught his eye, strange, flickering shapes moving in the windows, shadows that seemed to shift and change, resembling things that couldn't be easily defined. He blinked, and when he opened his eyes again, the train had vanished. There was no trace of it, only a dense fog filling the air. Ethan slowly turned back toward the station, but he felt something heavy following him. The sound wasn't from the train anymore, but from something else, something that was lurking in the darkness. His heart pounded in his chest as he hurried back, but when he arrived at the station, he was taken aback to see an elderly man standing in a far corner, staring down at the ground.